Hey there, beautiful souls, and welcome to this message. I'm coming to you from a really, really beautiful part of the world that I'm in at the moment. I'm about an hour away from my hometown in Melbourne and down the coast, and just enjoying some special time away to just tap into some inspirations and get into flow with my purpose and my mission and what I'm here to do and how I'm here to contribute, and just viewing life in a different way. And this is one of the things that I love doing and encourage people to do, is to step outside your current environment, your home, if you want to dream bigger. And today happens to be the new moon, and I do a bit of work in my personal life and with my groups with the moon cycles. And you can go off and you can be like, oh, that's woo-woo, but like, even if you don't believe in universal intelligence and our connection to it all and how it impacts us, one thing is for sure: if you make time to set intentions, which is what I do on every new moon that happens once a month. I dream big, I get out of my way, I set new intentions that I'm most inspired by. And, 2 weeks later, when there's a full moon, I do some release work. So even if you don't believe in our connection to all of the universe and how we're impacted by the movement of our environment, even if you don't believe that, it's a really good and empowering strategy to bi-weekly, you're setting intentions or you're doing release work. So today is the new moon. And today I've been setting some intentions. I've been getting some clarity. And like I said, being in a beautiful place. And I can see Bill, shine on to you, my friend. Good to have you here. But yeah, I've been setting these intentions, and today, my message for you that is coming through and flowing through me as my own authentic inspiration is to let you know, if you have forgotten at this point, that you are a gift. You're a very unique expression of a gift that extends forward to us all and through us all. And what I want to share today is just a little bit of my own personal journey with this, and see if it relates to you, and to see if there's bits and pieces that I share with you today that might inspire you to look at how you move through the world a little differently. And ideally, it empowers you to recognize the gift and the uniqueness that you bring to the world, that is accessed through the framework of your own human existence, right? And so I want to share it in terms of you being a gift expressed through actions that honor your inspirations. Now, what does that all mean? There's a bunch of words there. Well, what I've kind of been on the journey of, definitely been on the journey of, which I'll share more about with you guys moving forward, because I'm currently coming into an era where I'm able to get back out into the world. I've been in a lot of deep introspection for almost an entire year now. So I'm excited to share more, and I'm also extremely excited to just be able to come back out in a way that feels really aligned and really authentic and so much more grounded than I've ever felt in my life. And I know I've got a ton more expansion and evolving to do, and I can't wait to share more of that with you and be on the journey with you. But one thing I've really learned is that for myself personally, I've come to terms with the fact that I'm kind of like the wind, and I need to pursue my authentic inspirations that come through me in the present moment. I need to be able to flow with that. And it's kind of like wind not being able to be tied down, right? It's like it's here now, like it needs an expression. And that's why the flow of insight, the flow of inspiration, like that comes forward, I'm now choosing to honor that really with my action, because what I've learned over time is that if I don't let that wind take me and flow with that, what happens is I lose it, it's gone, or I stay in stagnation. And there's a part of me that's not being expressed, and it happens to be the highest, most connected to source part of me, right? And so we all have that, although we're not all like the wind, right? Some of us are more grounded. Some of us are more fiery. Some of us are more watery and emotional, right? And we are all of those things, but there's something very unique to you. It's your unique code to your most authentic inspirations. And what I've really learned and experienced at this point is that we all need to be able to discover and develop ourselves on that path of having our finger on the pulse of what is our authentic inspiration. How is that expressed for you as an individual? And how can you honor that authentic inspiration that is in this present moment that comes forward for you? How can you honor it with your actions so that you continue to receive those authentic inspirations that are the stepping stones towards the life that you're destined to live, your highest self potential? And every time we ignore one of those stepping stones, we stunt our own growth. We limit our own selves, and we ultimately limit the evolution of humanity, because you're playing that part. You are a unique gift and expression of the evolution of humanity in all of its facets, in every single way, you know, and what authentically inspires you is something that you are the only one to bring into fruition. And if you keep ignoring it and you keep allowing the judgments and opinions and perceptions of those around you or society to kind of limit your perspective over what that should or could be, then you end up robbing yourself of your purpose, your mission, you know, in this lifetime. The thing that sets you free, the thing that is your untapped energy source, right? And you've got to start to build that awareness and to get that clarity over what that actually is for you. Because, and see if this is true for you, if you can think back to a time in your life where you really got inspired, and you can think about the energy that you accessed, the flow, the loss of time, the loss of, just everything. You're so immersed, you're so focused, you're so excited, you're so engaged in life, right? Whatever that thing was. And if you think about the things in your life and compare those experiences you may have had with when you're drained, you're lethargic, you're thinking about any excuse not to have to do it. You want to take a sickie, right? Like, I don't know if it's called the same thing across the world, but in Australia, we might take a sickie, right? Like you want to call in sick to work and avoid the things that drain you and you feel lethargic by, even if you've had copious amounts of sleep and maybe you've been eating well and getting enough rest and all those things, but you still are just drained at the thought or the experience of those things that you're engaging on in your life. You can guarantee that is universal intelligence that we are all a part of, that is driving the life force of all of our bodies and systems and everything that we see and experience around us. There's an intelligence there that wants to flow, and it's driving all of us, all the magnificence that we see around us. It's universal intelligence. It's stuff that is the life force. It is everything guiding it all. If we just get out of its way, it flows. And the same is true for us. If we get out of our own way with all the blockages and limitations and fears and insecurities and projections and, gathering up of the wounds that we do in our human existence, if we stop doing that and we start turning toward the things that move us, even if we think or we've been told that they're, not of value, or you're wasting your life or your time or whatever judgments there are, if we turn towards those things and we have the courage to step forward and honor our inspirations, our most authentically derived inspirations with action, and give ourselves the experience of the energy that we tap into, right? That is universal intelligence working through us, guiding you towards the path you're meant to be on. Right? Anytime you're drained and lethargic, it is universal intelligence stopping you from going down inauthentic, unnatural paths for you. It's as simple as that, right? It's the difference between health and disease, right? It's when we're in alignment or we're out of alignment. And it's our job and our responsibility as the individuals that we are to actually be able to clarify that for ourselves, to actually be able to recognize that we are a channel for universal intelligence and source to work through us, right? And if we aren't flowing with life, it's because we've got some blockages that we need to heal, we need to purify, we need to clarify and move through, and trust that when we allow ourselves to clear the slate and get more clarity, we'll find the direction. We have to have the courage to align and flow with what really inspires and moves us and gives us energy, right? That is our path of empowerment. That is the path we are meant to be on, okay? And so that's the journey of life, and we're all on it. Whether you want to choose to tune out, right? Like most of us do, we just want to fit in and belong, which is absolutely necessary for our human existence. That's a need that we all have, an innate need. But do you want to belong and be out of alignment, or do you want to know how you are always connected? You are always belonging, and you'll be okay with not experiencing a sense of belonging with people who are moving down the paths that aren't actually in alignment with them, but society has deemed to be the way. But you've been down those paths. You know they're not fulfilling for you. You know they're draining. You know, like me back in when I was at uni doing law, like ending up in the fetal position on the couch, like at my darkest moments, just not being able to move. That was universal intelligence saying enough is enough, right? I got the feather. The little tickle saying, this is not quite right. Then I got the punch. Hey, hang on a minute. What's going on? I got the brick. Now it gets more painful. Then I got the bus and I was taken out. So it's up to you to decide when it is that you're going to get the message of the wrong path that's draining you. Maybe you have to be like me and you have to go all the way to getting knocked out by a bus before you make some changes. Or maybe you pick up on the subtler realms, the subtler messages that are coming through for you, always there, always present, always wanting to guide you towards your most empowering life and existence. And your inspirations are your connection. They are the heartbeat of your existence. And so that's kind of my message. I just wanted to be kind of a reminder, if you've forgotten what a gift you are, like your unique expression, like stop being like other people, like start realizing when you're going down the wrong paths, it'll be reflected to you in your energy, right? And allow the process of, putting your finger on the pulse of what is it that moves me? What is it that inspires me? What energizes me? And maybe you've gone down the wrong path for so long that you're so depleted that you need a total reset. And I'd invite you to do whatever you can to do that, but trust and have faith in something much bigger than just yourself and your fears guiding you. And it's always guiding you towards your highest potential if you just get out of your own way and allow your inspirations to come through. You have an inner wisdom that resides within you. It is so much greater than any external voices or opinions that you hear in the external world. But you have to have the courage to go within and start listening in. And it's so subtle, right? We're so used to living this really gross life, right? Like everything being big and impactful. But like the moment we tune into the subtler realms of existence is the moment we start to recognize and follow and pursue and follow each and every one of those little stepping stones of inspiration and honoring them through the actions that we must take as in this human experience, right? And to just remember that you are a gift. All right. So definitely just want to say hi and check in with you guys. And thank you so much for joining me on this call today, or this live stream, I should say. But I definitely want to check in. Bill, thank you for being here, my friend, shining on. And Javier's here from San Diego. Always good to see you, my friend. And Jose and Vonnie and Bill, thank you for sharing your universal wisdom. Thank you so much, Bill. And likewise to you, my friend. You know, we are all channels of our shared connection to universal intelligence and source. Like, we are just extensions of it. So why don't you just show up as your most authentically inspired extension of the all? Because that's the gift, that's the pathway of evolution, and we're all depending on you to show up and shine in your unique ways. So yeah, absolutely. Love that, Bill. And Michael's here as well. Michael, thanking you for reminding me to be grateful for the gifts that I bring forward. Cheers. Awesome. That makes my heart sing to know that it's hit you like that, Michael. And that was my absolute purpose and intention for today's message. You know, I know what it is to feel like we're not sure what we have to offer. We're not sure what value we have to contribute. And, you know, that's what gives life meaning. We need to feel as though we're growing. We need to feel like we contribute in the smallest of ways, you know, in our closest circles, and expanding out as far as you want to go. But just know that you are a gift to us all. You know, we are all connected globally, and it's my mission to be here to inspire you to take 100% responsibility for your own empowerment, to be able to tap into your authentic inspirations and have the courage to honor those inspirations with your action, not knowing and trusting that that is your gift, that is your purpose for existence, and knowing that by doing so, you are a part of raising the global frequency out of fear and towards love. Right? That's where we're going. And we all need to be doing our part, and only we can take responsibility for that. So thank you for being on this journey with me. I have so much love for each and every one of you guys. And so appreciate you showing up live with me. I know these messages are always at random times, but you can absolutely expect a hell of a lot more from me now. I'm at that stage of getting back out into the world and sharing some of the golden nuggets that I feel I've been uncovering and will continue to. And I would love for you to be a part of these conversations moving forward and sharing your own discovered golden nuggets that are all universal for all of us. All right. And let's keep raising the bar and inspiring the best out of each other. So much love for each and every one of you guys. And I'll see you tomorrow. Much love.